Snow was falling, slowly. A cold, silent night, wrapped in a heavy, lonely stillness. On the edge of a small town in Colorado, there stood an old wooden house. Inside sat Daniel Harrison, a former firefighter. He hadn't slept in days because of one fire and the daughter he lost in it, Emma. Even now, he could still hear her voice. "Daddy, don't leave me." That night, he saved many lives, but not hers. And that failure still burned inside him. Since then, he shut everyone out. No people, no connections, no love. One night, during a brutal snowstorm, there was a knock at the door. Thud, thud. Daniel hesitated, then opened it. And there it was, a German shepherd, soaked, shivering, but its eyes, calm, deep, almost human. Daniel almost closed the door, but then, for a moment, he saw Emma in those eyes. "Come in." He named him Shadow, because wherever Daniel went, Shadow followed. The first few days, Daniel showed no emotion. He fed him, said nothing, but Shadow was different. At night, when Daniel had nightmares, Shadow would quietly come close and rest his head beside him. No barking, no noise, just presence. Daniel began to realize this wasn't just a dog. One day, they passed by the fire station. Suddenly, Shadow stopped. His body stiffened, his eyes alert. And then the siren went off. Shadow immediately grabbed Daniel's sleeve, pulling him as if saying, "Let's go." Daniel's heart started pounding. He was afraid to go back, but Shadow wouldn't let go. That night, a massive fire broke out, an apartment building, people screaming, "Someone's still inside!" Daniel froze. His legs wouldn't move. He couldn't do it again. Not the fire, not the fear. And then Shadow ran straight into the flames. "No, Shadow!" Time stopped. Smoke, fire, chaos. Daniel couldn't stand there anymore. Not again. And then he ran back into the fire. Inside, he saw him, Shadow, standing beside a small boy. The boy was unconscious, and Shadow was shielding him with his own body. Daniel's eyes filled with tears. He picked up the boy. "Come on, Shadow!" But Shadow collapsed. Outside the hospital, Daniel sat, waiting. The doctor came out and slowly shook his head. "We did everything we could." Daniel said nothing. He just sat there, beside Shadow, tears falling silently. A few days later, Daniel found out Shadow was a rescue dog. He had saved many lives before, but somehow ended up alone. Daniel returned to the fire station, but this time he wasn't alone. On the front of his truck, a small photo of Shadow, and beneath it, "You saved me when I couldn't save myself." Sometimes people can't save each other, but an animal, a silent kind of love, can teach you how to live again. Shadow wasn't just a dog. He was a light, a courage, a love that never fades.